Guilford County Courthouse, Greensboro, North Carolina. The following takes place before Mike went live on January 2nd, 2020.
I don't think so. Who are you?
I'm also Geldner. I'm a CPO here at the Courthouse.
Okay, and bring what in?
Your cameras.
All right. Do you
Sure. So there's a sign there, no communication devices permitted in the courthouse. There's a sign out there.
Do you have
devices permitted in the courthouse?
Okay, do you have an ADA coordinator?
Do I have an ADA coordinator?
Yeah. Can I talk with your ADA coordinator?
Well, I don't believe that they're here in the building today.
Okay.
But you can actually, if you'd like to take your videos and things outside, you're more than welcome to, but we can't allow those in here in the courthouse. Closed circuit television, everything is in here. So obviously, you're on video and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But if you'd like to, I can get someone else up here to let you know, and you can talk.
Yeah. Is it like a policy? Is it?
As far as cameras and things like that, it is a policy, but also Superior Court judge deemed that it's unlawful for people to bring communication devices and things like that in here. But I can go ahead.
Do you have like a court order or something like that?
I actually have a supervisor walking up right now.
Okay.
These gentlemen are obviously looking to do some filming in here.
No, can't film in here.
Okay.
Judge's order.
Who are you, sir?
Read that sign out there, judge's order.
I can't. I'm blind. Who are you, sir?
Capt Hendrix.
Capt Hendrix?
Yep.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go outside when you film.
Okay. Is there?
And if you're blind, how are you filming?
What's that?
Yeah, outside, sir.
Do you have? Can I get a copy of the judge's order?
Outside.
Can I get a copy
Take
of the
the
judge's?
cameras outside. Should be a copy up in there.
Sir,
Okay.
if you're going to record, please
Right
step out
there,
there unless you
on
have
the
a
wall.
letter from a judge.
I will.
Sir,
Alright.
please step outside.
I'm recording this transaction.
No, sir.
Yes, I am.
Unless you have a letter from a judge, you're not supposed to be in here
I
violating
am
this.
recording
Sir.
their conversation
Sir.
for his purposes, not mine.
Sir, then just step outside with the camera. Sir, unless you have a letter from a Superior Court judge, you're not, sir,
Get the letter right
then
now.
you step outside with the camera until you do.
Okay. I'm just right here.
Sir.
I'm not feeling nowhere else.
Step outside.
I'm waiting for this
No, sir.
judge's order.
Please step outside.
In terms of second-degree trespass, if you want to go that way.
We're trying to get this
I got you.
ADA thing situated.
So here's what we can do, all right? I'll look for it. If the gentleman wouldn't mind stepping outside, I'll look for it and I'll see if I can get you a copy. But we're going to go ahead and step outside because now we've asked you a couple of times to step outside with your cameras. Now it goes along the lines of some second-degree trespass stuff. When somebody's...
Well, I'm
asking
asking for a reasonable accommodation for effective communication under the Americans with Disabilities Act.
I understand.
I asked for your ADA coordinator. I know you have a couple of them, like Patricia Wilcox or something like that. Is one of them. I got their names. But
I got you. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're here in the building.
Okay.
But I'll look that.
Yeah, who do we need to talk to about getting access? Because I use these things to effectively communicate. They're part of helping me with my disability.
Gotcha.
And for you guys to ban it, there should be an exemption. If you have a judge's order, there should be exemptions that clarify that. And if not, then the judge's order is unlawful.
Okay.
It's unlawful anyway. It's a violation of the First Amendment and the ADA.
I got you. Well, that's an opinion.
No, it's actually fact, but
Okay.
just because a guy in a robe says to do something, you don't have to do it, right? You said you're law enforcement,
Right.
You're not an order
So-
enforcement.
Okay. So here's what we're
Yeah.
kindly asking you to do. I understand you guys are here for a purpose, but I would ask that you step outside with your cameras. You can film all you want to outside.
Okay.
Until we get this all situated for you, I'd ask that you kindly step outside because right now we're kind of in the area of some secondary trespass. I'm sure you say you might be familiar with the law, secondary trespass, and the law enforcement officer. I'd ask you to step outside and get out of here, I guess. So,
And what's your name?
Officer Geldner.
What is it?
Geldner.
Geldner. Okay.
I don't have a badge for this. I work for a company police department, so no, we don't have.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to be clear. Like you're threatening trespass. What does that mean?
second-degree trespass.
Mm-hmm.
So, security officer here has asked you to step outside with your cameras. This gentleman here has asked you to step outside with your cameras. I've now asked you to step outside with your cameras. Now, if I tell you that you need to leave the building, you need to leave the building. Now, second-degree trespass, if someone's notified you that you need to leave, then you need to leave.
Right.
I have a power of arrest. I'm a law enforcement officer.
Okay.
I've asked you to leave. You need to leave.
Okay. So.
I'm not, and 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you that you need to leave the premises here because this is all county property.
Right.
I know you're impaired, but this is all county property out here. You can film outside and on county property, but right here in the courthouse, we do not have any cameras. So while I get this figured out for you and see if there's somebody that you can talk to.
If it's cold outside, I can't wait in here.
Not with your camera.
Okay, but I use this to effectively communicate.
How are you using it to effectively communicate with me, sir? You're talking.
Because it tells me where you are orientated, like face, if you're...
How do you do that if you're impaired visually?
Because it goes to my headset, the Bluetooth headset.
How does that work? I don't understand.
Okay, so the camera talks to me, like it's blacked out, right? But it's actually talking to me, like it tells me when my face isn't, there it is, better, right? And...
So...
Okay.
All right, I do. I have some information if you guys would like to contact someone.
Okay.
So, can we step outside and see if I can give you this information? Would that be okay?
Yeah, if you
Right.
if you feel more comfortable doing that, sure.
All right, so you can just go right back out the door that you came in.
Okay.
Sir, you gonna step out with him?
What about, is the clerk's office in here too?
It is. It's downstairs.
Okay. So we have to come through this door to do business with the clerk?
Yes.
So even if I didn't have a disability and I wanted to do a records request and inspect the record or make my own copy of the record, you guys are not allowing people to do that. So that's in violation of the records law with the North Carolina State Open Records Act.
I got you. So
Public records. Does that make sense?
that does make sense.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this information.
Okay. You want to do it outside? We can do it wherever, man. You want to do it outside? It's cold out there. That's why I'm like...
I got you. Just walk right back out the door we came in, and
All right.
I'll give you this information, and I'll actually give you this piece of paper.
Okay.
All right?
Oh, thank you. Sorry. No, you're good, man. Appreciate it.
Got it. All right, I'm right here. I'll run this side for you.
All right.
Hey, so effective. I'll just. You probably already know it. Your friend here has probably already read it to you, or knows of it. Effective 2/3/14, cell phones, cameras, laptops, and other communication devices are prohibited in the courthouses except when permit has been issued by a judge and/or like a magistrate. The clerk's office can do that.
Okay.
So now the information for contact is Mr. Craig Turner. He's a trial administrator, and there's a cell phone number on there, and there's also an email address if you'd like to email him.
Okay. So is it a copy of the judge's order?
No, so this is the only copy of anything that I could actually grab inside there.
All right.
Now we do have a gentleman who is in charge of security out here, but I believe he's held up at this point, and he would know a lot more.
Okay.
Sure.
Because I'm fairly certain you guys are required to produce a copy of the judge's order when asked.
So there's actually the order itself is actually printed out here on the black door.
Okay.
That'll help his situation out.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I'm just saying you're a friend. You probably can read it to him.
He's his own person though.
Right.
He's acting
needs the
in the
information
capacity
for
of media.
Okay,
You know.
I got you. So, with that being said, if you want someone to produce that order
Yes.
at this point, I'm not
We need,
at that front desk. I
we
can't.
need the exemptions too, not
I
just
got
the
you.
order. We need the exemptions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Because if it's anything like, not to interrupt you, man, but
Sure, go
if
ahead.
there's anything, because I checked on the compliance with the ADA at the High Point Courthouse recently. I ran into the same thing with the voice. I think, I don't know if it's
Yeah,
the North
CPO.
State, same?
Yeah, that's where I work.
Yeah, same thing. And he was having the same thing. You know, he wasn't sure. He asked for his supervisor. His supervisor went and ran and got that judge's order.
Okay.
And if it's the same county courthouse,
It
it
is.
should be the same judge's order.
it is the same judge's order because
Okay.
and this is the first time I've ever dealt with anything like this. I
Yeah,
don't
sure.
know if
So
you guys-
we're not trying to give you a hard time.
No, I
man.
understand.
This needs to be addressed.
Sure.
I mean, it absolutely does.
No, and
that's what we do. We bring in awareness
I get it.
for disabled, especially
and things like
veterans,
that,
to be able to access the courtroom with his devices.
I got you. So It would be the same judge's order because
All right.
We still need a copy
Well,
of it.
in that order, there is an exemption for medical devices.
Okay.
Just so you know. So I don't need an extra letter because it's in the actual order that says that these are permitted.
Okay.
So maybe you guys need to review that and verify what I'm saying, or contact the ADA coordinator. The onus of that is on you, not to trust Joe Public's word, but for
Right.
you guys to know your own policies and procedures before kicking somebody out.
Right. So the policy that I'm aware of as a CPO here in the Guilford County Courthouse is that I'm not allowed to let cell phones, recording devices inside of the courthouse.
Okay. And
That's
you're going
the policy that I'm aware
You're going
of.
off of word of mouth, or are you going off that piece of paper that you have in your hand?
Well, I'm going off of, I guess, in a sense, I'm going off of word of mouth. That's what I've been told since
Okay.
I've been here.
It would be
I've only been
easy
here
to
for
look
3 or 4
into it
months.
too, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Maybe it's gets your morals to do, you know, what you're doing today. You know what I mean? I mean, it might help you sleep better at night knowing that a handicapped person can come in with their devices to help them navigate. You know what I'm saying?
got you.
I mean,
And
I
I-
would lose sleep at night if I had to do this shit.
What
I'm
about hearing aids? You guys ban people with hearing aids?
No.
They're communicating devices,
I'm not going to argue with it.
right? I mean, they're electronic.
I mean,
a lot
I'm
of them
not
are
gonna-
Bluetooth nowadays. A lot of them are Bluetooth. They go to their phone. So what about electric wheelchairs?
Is that a communication device?
Yeah, because people need it. They need to get
Through-
from point A to point B in order to communicate. Absolutely. If you need to you have to go in here and communicate in person, and they have an electric wheelchair. Absolutely, it's assistive device for communication.
I definitely, as someone with a disability, I can definitely understand why they would need that device in order
Yeah.
to get able to indicate.
Okay. Is
And
it
I
the
get
problem is you don't understand how this helps me?
I maybe.
Okay.
And sir, I've never lived with a disability in my life. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know what that's like. And I know that they probably come out with new technologies
Dude,
all
this-
the time.
These
So-
are amazing. Even if you don't have a disability, these are aftershocks. A little plug for them.
Yeah.
It's a bone conducting headset. So if you work out, you run or whatever, you bike, it doesn't block your ears, so you can hear, if there's any threats or dogs coming up on you or
Really?
whatever. Yeah.
So is it like it's almost like a two-way kind of thing? You can hear around you.
I can. It doesn't block my ear at all. I can hear everything going on. So it goes to the mandible, goes to the jawbone,
cool.
and then that transmits to the malleolus, the bone in the ear. So
That's very interesting.
yeah, so I can still hear all this stuff, and I still get feedback from my phone at the same time.
Camera is his eyes because he's blind too. Wow.
So
So I'm gonna give you. I'll
if
give
that's
you
not a
this-
judge's order, I don't want it because
Okay.
because that doesn't help.
Right.
And you guys need to have that on hand. You probably need to review that and verify what I'm saying is actually
Okay.
accurate.
Yeah, I'll definitely
There
look
is a
into
medical exemption, and we need to talk to the ADA coordinator.
I'll write it down.
There's a gap here because the GoPro wasn't running, but you don't miss much.
Can I just get your last name just to be respectful?
No.
What's your last name?
No,
Okay.
you can call me whatever you want, man.
All right.
What's that?
I'll just call you Jim.
That's fine.
All
Yeah,
right, Jim.
I'm not partial to any kind of names.
All right.
Yeah.
You lock it up in a folder? I'll be right with you. We're getting
Yeah.
some answers for you.
Yeah, no worries. So another thing would be, do you know if this rule applies to?
I'm sorry.
No, yeah, good. You're good.
Hello.
So we have a gentleman up here requesting to use a device now. He's requesting to use a device here inside the courthouse.
Some of the First Amendment, but also
Saying that he wants us to produce a copy of the judge's order that would say
Yeah. So what I was saying is that, are lawyers allowed to bring in their phones? They are. Okay. So what if somebody's representing themselves in a case? Are they allowed to bring their phone in?
They can only after they get permission by a written permission from either the clerk's office or a magistrate.
Right. But if you can't make it to the clerk's office.
Well, normally what happens is people, and I understand you, normally what happens is people will lock up their phones in that lockbox that's to your right about 5 feet.
Okay.
And then they come in, get that note, go back outside
Okay. Just an extra hoop to jump through to. Not afforded the same privileges as a lawyer.
Well, no.
The lawyers have to get the same note?
In order to bring things in here to the courthouse, they have to. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a strict process, but it's obvious that they have business here. That's why they would need their certificate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come a little bit closer to you.
I'll go.
So I just spoke with another supervisor.
Yeah.
I'm going to come a little bit closer to you.
I'll get closer. Yeah, it's fine.
So I just spoke with another supervisor in here.
Yeah.
He said that we're probably not going to get that judge's order to you because you've already received one from High Point.
Okay.
They actually watched your YouTube.
Yeah.
And so it's the same judge's order.
Isn't your guys' policy to have it on hand and produce it for people that ask?
Well, I'm looking up here at the desk and I have not found it, but actually, wait. They may have.
Right. So just follow the logic here. Like if you guys are saying there's if you want to say like there's a local ordinance or there's a county law or whatever, state or federal law, then hopefully you'd be able to direct somebody to where they could find that. These judges' orders you can't find them online. The only way that you can find them is you come in person and you ask somebody to produce it. And that's why at pretty much any courthouse where they have judges' orders dictating, usually the judges are limited in their scope to make orders governing the courtroom. And that's why this is an overextending, you know, the powers are being overextended. We're trying to highlight that.
I got you. So, I'm just reading. I'm reading.
Yeah. You know, because if you guys are saying it's word of mouth, somebody told me that you can't do this, but you actually don't have an order that says that this is the guy, this is the name, you know, the name on the line. This is the guy ultimately responsible because he signed it.
Hold on one second. Let me read this.
And it's hard to keep anybody accountable.
He's asking for the. All right, so.
One order on the building right there from the judge where they sit on both sides of the window.
Okay.
Where electronic devices are not allowed.
Did he sign the glass?
No, just a quick recap. Okay, so this gentleman is requesting to use this the cell phone in his left hand. I'm assuming the strap too there on.
Yeah, and I've got a audio recorder I use too.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So what does these devices do?
They help. Well, the phone helps me navigate. Like my cane helps me navigate. You know, I'm trying to get a dog, trying to get a guide dog, but these are issued by the prosthetics department at the VA.
Okay.
So they're intended to help people with low vision or no vision navigate and communicate.
From the courthouse today?
I need you guys. I need a copy of the judge's order that's saying I can't go in, because in that order, if it's the same order which I got in High Point, there is a medical exemption, and these are medical devices that I use to effectively communicate under the Americans with Disabilities Act.
I got you. Quick question.
My question is, what is your business in the courthouse today?
Trying to go into the clerk's office to do a records request.
Okay, well, what we can do, we can lock your electronics up, and we'll be glad to escort you down. That way you have no complications in navigating.
Okay. Are you trained in guiding blind people?
Yes, sir, we are.
You are?
Yes, sir. We're more than willing to walk you through security.
Where did you receive training for guiding blind people?
Here's where we're at, my friend. I appreciate your concerns. I appreciate what you're asking. But at this current time, electronic, cell phone, any recording devices are not allowed in the courthouse.
Okay.
If you need assistance into the building, we will assist you in any way we can. Physically, walk in front of you, help you navigate.
What about
you down to the
what about
any information
that
you need?
What about note taking?
Note taking, we'd be glad to help you with that.
Okay. I don't trust you to take notes for me, right?
Okay. Well,
so that's why I have devices to take notes for me.
That's not going to work today.
Okay. Again, can I speak to the ADA coordinator?
You can lock your electronic devices up, and you can go up to the judge.
Yeah. Have you tried to reach those two numbers I provided?
Not right now. I was told by a supervisor that we aren't going to give them a call. So.
You're in a bad spot, man. I know you don't want to do this. It's not. I can hear it in your voice. I know you're trying to help. And,
I can understand on some level.
Right here.
Okay, so you should be able to find. There's a medical exemption listed there.
Lindsay R. Davis is the judge.
Okay.
that wrote that out?
All I'm asking is that you guys honor this order. If that's what you guys are saying is the ultimate law of the land in here, honor this order because there is a medical exemption listed.
So now help me.
Yeah.
Help me with this. Is your chest rig considered something medical?
I use it because it's a backup camera. Like for instance, when you asked for the numbers for the 88th,
Right.
I turned off my camera function on my phone, but this was still recording, right? So if something happened during that time I was trying to find her name and number, like if for some reason you wanted to smack me, you know, hopefully not, but crazy stuff happens, you know. This would cover that. This would cover my behavior and your behavior, right? Because it's audio and video. Yeah, so it's just a backup in case one of them, I need to use this for another thing.
Where'd your friend go?
He, I think he went to go get a smoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a nicotine addiction.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you see in there?
I don't see anything where it says.
If it's the same order as the one that they had in High Point, it's listed under medical. But again, you have an ADA coordinator. You actually have two. You have a primary and a backup, and they are the people that you need to refer this to and have them come talk to me or talk to you or both of us so that we get this cleared up. Because this is a serious issue. This is a federal level stuff. This is federal law.
Yeah. You get me. I'm just gonna call you Jim because I can't get your last name.
Sure.
And I'm sure I can locate one of you too.
Yeah.
So you gave me those telephone numbers. Have you tried to call them directly?
No, I was going to try to do it in purpose person here. Yeah. So today's video is actually also a follow-up from High Point's denial, right?
Yeah.
So we've already filed an ADA claim at the federal level for the refusal of service,
Okay.
But we're also trying to handle it at the lowest level. You know, I try to talk with the guys that are preventing access and get them to see reason and get them to even look up the federal law. And
So let me ask you a question. Do you have anything that you said that was issued to you by the VA? Do you have any paperwork supporting that?
Not paperwork, no.
Okay, so
I have digital copies.
Here's a copy of the
Yeah.
court order. Unless you have something supporting that it's a medical device, you'll have to lock it up outside.
Okay. Are you a medical professional?
I'm going by what it says right here.
You're violating your policy, man.
Sure, whatever you want to call it.
You're not. It's not just your policy, but you're breaking federal law. I highly recommend you get your ADA coordinator. I already provided their names and their numbers, which I didn't have to do. That you guys should know that. You should be able to call them.
Here's where our dilemma's coming in.
Yeah.
You're wanting our word, we're wanting your word, and neither one of us are meeting in the middle.
No, I don't want your word. That's incorrect, sir.
We have no way to
Yeah.
know what your devices are all for.
Uh-huh.
The GoPro, I don't know what it's for.
Yeah, it's for taking notes.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
The cell phone,
Same thing.
I understand the device that you use for navigation.
Yeah.
I understand it. It makes sense. You're claiming that the VA has somehow given you this equipment, or
They didn't give me the GoPro. They gave me the phone case, my glasses, my headset,
Okay.
my cane.
Nothing in this order
Yeah.
right here from the judge.
And the ADA doesn't. So federal law, the Americans with Disabilities Act, doesn't require the person with a disability to provide anything medical to anybody. Just so you're clear. So
I'm
there is no
very clear.
there is
I've
there is
got a
no
phone number
requirement.
right here.
Yeah.
If you would like for me to write it down for you,
What is it?
or I'll give you this copy that has the phone number on it that you can call
For who?
for right here. For
Mhm.
additional information, please refer all public inquiries to Craig R. Turner,
Yeah.
Trial Court Administrator,
Okay.
18th Judicial District. Phone number is 336-412-7910, or you can fax them at 336-412-7901.
Okay.
So here's the information that you can take outside.
But
and
you're not going to
with
get.
your friend, you can record it. You can do whatever you want.
You're not going to get
outside.
me the ADA coordinator.
I just gave you the judge's order.
Right. But I'm asking for the ADA coordinator.
Okay.
Because the ADA coordinator, well, like you said, if you're having a problem trusting me and I'm having a problem trusting you, that's why we have an ADA coordinator who's supposed to train you guys and make sure all the staff are trained on the ADA. You have two positions that are paid by county funds to do that.
This overrides an ADA.
No,
This
it doesn't,
is the
sir.
judge.
No, it doesn't,
The
sir.
judge is higher than an ADA.
No. Okay, there's a language barrier. ADA.
Okay, I'm not understanding you.
Right.
I understand this.
Yeah.
If you want to argue this point any further,
Yeah.
here is the information for you to take outside with your electronic devices.
Okay.
If they so feel to clear you, they will call down, send us the letter, and you can come in and go to the clerk's office.
Okay.
If you do not want to do that, you're welcome to lock that up or leave it with your friend that's roaming around here somewhere, and we will be glad to assist you down to the clerk's office.
Yeah.
Right now, that is as far as this goes.
I got you. So when I say ADA, when I say ADA, I'm not saying district attorney. I'm not saying that. It's Americans with Disabilities Act.
Thank you for your time.
Do you understand that?
said there.
Yeah.
If you'll step outside for me real quick, I'll get right back out to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, it's federal law that the county judge doesn't trump federal law, my friend, or the Constitution.
You would need to rebuttal that is in that paperwork.
No, it's not, because I'm asking for the Americans with Disabilities Act coordinator. You have two positions. I gave you the names of the people and their phone numbers, so you can call them and have them come here and educate you on the law that you're breaking. Can I get everybody's name here, please, before I go outside?
We're going to ask you to step outside.
All right. I need your name for the record.
We're glad to come out and address this outside, but we're not.
Well, I'm not going off of your promise. Can I get your name, please, sir? And your position? I just need the names and positions of everybody.
What did you say the name of Dixon was? The first name of Dixon?
Oh, goodness. I can find it again. You want me to find it again? All right. So it's Stephanie.M.Wallace. And it's going to read the rest of her info. Hold on. Patricia.M.Dixon is the backup.
All right. I'll meet you outside.
Yeah. So are those other guys still here? Because I'm still trying to get people's names.
Yep, hold on one second.
All right.
So I just called that number.
Yeah.
The person that I spoke with said that she has no idea who that is. So
Okay. Well, I got that off of the court website.
I got you.
Yeah.
So I will give you my name because I've dealt with you.
Yeah, I got Geldner, right? And then can I get the other individuals, please?
If they're willing to get it.
And your policy to identify?
We should already videotape my name.
What's that? You should what?
Well, it should be on your videotape, but
Okay. What if it's not? I can't. So that's the thing. I can't see exactly what it's picking up and what it's not. Can you tell me audibly your names, please, and your position? I'm just asking you to identify. If you're trying to give me an order to leave, you need to identify, or your order doesn't mean anything.
I got you. So here you go. I'm Officer Geldner.
Yeah.
Okay. Another gentleman you were talking with was Sergeant Deal.
Deal?
He's also a North State Company police officer.
Okay.
You were talking with Captain Hendrix.
Hendrix. Yeah, that's okay. I remember that name. Yep.
And then I believe that's the only people you made contact with.
I think they talked to me. Yeah, there's a fourth guy that was trying to tell my buddy something, but I don't know if he's around.
Okay. I don't see him around.
Okay. All right, so...
I don't even know why I'm writing this on paper for you because you are visually impaired.
Yeah, but if you read it,
give it to you.
or you... Okay. Thanks.
There you go.
All right.
All right, sir.
So, ADA coordinator?
Yeah, I called those numbers that you gave me, and they said they don't know who they are. So right now, I feel like our business is probably done. I think you got your answer as far as wanting to come in and conduct business with your recording devices.
I got an answer. I wouldn't say mine.
I got you.
Yeah.
And you view it as fortunately,
yeah.
unfortunately. I
Well,
think
it's sad for you guys if you're gonna stick with this because you've lost qualified immunity, and I'm trying to handle this through the proper channels, through the Americans with Disabilities Act way that go through you guys' first line, which is your supervisor, and if he's not trained, which sounds like he's not, then we go to the ADA coordinator, and if you don't have the contact information, I try to get it to you, and you can't, you're still refusing to pursue that?
I didn't, unfortunately, Jim, because I don't know your name.
Sure.
I did call those numbers in which you have given me.
Yeah, I got you.
No one knows who they are.
Right.
So,
but if you call the clerk's office, maybe they have an updated thing. This was last updated. It has the update on it. Actually, here, I'm gonna turn my I'll let you look at it. I'll show you what I got. So you can see exactly what I'm getting this from. Because I'm trying to help you out because you guys you've lost qualified immunity if you persist on kicking me out and denying me service. That means that you guys are personally liable. I don't want to sue anybody, right? But if that's what it takes to get it through people to treat people with respect and equal access, then that's what we're going to do.
No one, sir, is trying to kick you out. We have gave you other options to still be able to conduct business here. It just will not be carrying those electronics.
Right. So it's not equal access. Yeah, you're handicapping a handicapped person.
We escort handicapped people every day. Every day.
No, they
Visually impaired. Physically impaired. So we're not preventing you from coming in.
We have not been denied.
Yeah, he had to.
Okay, so I can go in with my assistive devices. So you're refusing me access because I'm using assistive devices.
We're refusing you access of your electronic device, not refusing
Exactly.
you access.
Right, because of my assistive devices.
No, sir.
So I can go in with my assistive devices.
He's refusing to give those.
Right.
It's pretty much our job.
If you rode a motorcycle over here, you would be able to bring your motorcycle in this building either. You're not allowed to bring your cell phones in this building. There are accommodations that are made for you and your special needs that will allow you downstairs to the clerk's office and back out to assist you any way you need possible to be done. That's not an issue.
But you're not following the federal law on that. You don't get to dictate those terms, sir.
We're not trying to, but you've been asked to leave. If this continues on, other measures will have to be taken.
So you're threatening violence?
You're allowed to come in this facility without your electronic cell phone or recording devices, meaning your GoPro and your phone. If you would like, we will assist you with locking
Here you
these
go,
up
Geldner.
and help you downstairs.
Oh, that didn't work. There you go. Is that showing Guilford County stuff?
Yeah.
Can you make sure you got the right numbers on that?
Guilford, Stephanie.M.Wallace. Yeah, I have it on there. Or I have the right number.
You got it?
41279. Yeah.
All right. What about email? Because there's emails on there.
Patricia.M.Dixon.
You know, who?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. Who do you need to call to verify this?
So I called up there. So
The clerk's
ADA
office or somebody?
coordinator- Well, I called up to the actual DA's office because that's where they would be. The ADA coordinator would be upstairs in the DA's office.
Okay.
When I called, they said that they had the woman who answered the phone said she had no idea who that was. So now I know you have that information.
It's published on the website of the county courthouse.
And I feel like we're kind of not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
I understand. I believe we all understand that what your intentions are. You'd like to conduct business in here. You're handicapped. You're stating law, and you're wanting to conduct business in here with recording devices and/or a device to help you move.
Yeah.
I get that. you understand our point of view and what we're saying. No, pretty much, you cannot come in with those recording devices and yourself.
Right.
So we're on that same page.
My understanding is that if I want to get in, have equal access to do business in the public county clerk's office, you guys are denying me access to do that, just like any other person that can see and take notes would be able to do.
Well, if you,
that's my understanding.
That would be an opinion, because the only thing we're denying you is to be able to carry those electronic devices.
Right, which means that I can't take notes, which means that I don't have equal access under the law, just like everybody else has.
So,
right?
I got you. So
no, it's no trap. I'm trying to help you guys get out of the trap by honoring your oath to uphold the U.S. Constitution and by honoring federal law. And you guys are instead you're trying to say that this local judge's order is superseding federal law and the U.S. Constitution, and it doesn't.
Visually impaired individuals ever came in here. You're not the first one that's ever needed to conduct business.
Yeah.
And thousands before you have been able to conduct business.
Okay.
These gentlemen right here are going to ask you to leave. If you refuse to leave, you can be charged with second-degree trespass.
Okay.
So you have an option.
So are you threatening violence upon me? Is that what you're doing?
The law.
No.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's not the law, because I'm not doing anything criminal. So are you threatening violence upon me? Is that what's going on? Because I want clarification.
Make a clear visible statement. He's going to jail.
Sir, have you already been explained the policy with electronic
Mm-hmm.
you can't bring it in.
Okay.
You've been given that information, so you're going to have to...
I understand you're visually impaired.
Yeah.
Okay. What he's going to do right now is we're going to place your hands behind your back and put you in some handcuffs. Okay?
Why? So if you're threatening violence, I'll leave. You know, I just want to be clear.
Well, right now,
under threat of violence, I will leave.
Okay, well...
Right? I didn't think you were getting to the point of using violence on me, but if you're going to use violence, then I'll leave.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So... Hi.
Hey, partner. You're the same guy who went to High Point last week, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why do you think it'd be any different over here? Just asking.
Well, that's part of the thing. I was trying to get clarification and talk to the ADA coordinator.
Clarification, it's the same in both cities. They're both county courthouses. It's the same order.
But that's an annex, right? This is the primary county courthouse?
It's the same.
Right. My assumption was that...
It's not an annex. It's
my assumption was that the
County
ADA
courthouse.
coordinator would be located on site here at this primary location. I was told that this was the county seat, or that this was like the where most of the county stuff was, and that the ADA coordinator would be here on site, and I'd actually be able to talk to them and get education for everybody involved.
Well, wait a minute. You told them you need to go to the clerk's office.
I do.
So which one is it? You need to go to both?
No, the ADA coordinator, I would expect the ADA coordinator to come down and clarify if you guys double down, which you have. I was hoping that you guys got training since I visited High Point, and that you guys would be clarified on the federal law with accessibilities.
No, we know what the federal law is.
Doesn't sound like you do, sir.
Well, it is, but we can't violate a Superior Court judge's order.
You can.
See our position?
No. So order following is not moral or healthy.
So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll be more than happy to let you in. I brought a quarter up here. You can lock your phones up. Now, listen, we'll go up there. We'll talk to the ADA or any of those folks up there in the DA's office. You get your clarification. If they say you can bring that in, then we'll come down here and you'll get your phone back and you can go anywhere in the courthouse you want with the phone. How's that?
That'd be great if I can take notes. Can I take notes during that encounter?
Take notes? Sure.
Okay.
He uses
But
his
how,
phone to take
how,
notes.
no, but you see, come on, man.
That's
We're
how,
trying to
that's
help
how I
you.
take notes.
No, well, of course we can't allow the phone in. It's a communication
You can't,
device.
you absolutely can. Right.
It's a communication
Precise.
device.
No, I'm not arguing with you. Precisely, it is a communication device, and under the Americans with Disabilities Act, I am afforded a reasonable accommodation for effective communication. That is the exact verbiage, effective communication. Absolutely. Thank you for verifying. This is my communication device that
You
I
know
need
what?
to assist me with my disability.
You can call the DA's office yourself.
Oh, I will.
So
Like, I'm
maybe
sure a bunch
that's
of
what
people
you
will. I'm
should
trying to
do.
go live on YouTube, so about a bunch of people
you're
will
trying to
call.
put it on us and
it is on you, sir.
No, it's
You're
not.
personally liable.
He
If,
does have a copy of
Yeah.
the direct order with the phone numbers in his backpack. I handed it to him myself.
Then you got what you
Okay.
need.
He got
Can I
all
get
the
your name,
information
please?
he needs.
No, you wouldn't give us yours.
okay, so you're failing to identify?
I'm telling you, it's right there.
Okay, what is your name? Sir, what is your
right
name? I cannot see. What is your name?
You're a citizen. You don't have to identify yourself.
Well, no.
Are you working here as in official capacity?
Yes, I am.
Okay, can you identify yourself, please?
Can you identify yourself?
I have no obligation to.
Well, but you're asking me for mine.
Right, because you approached me in your official capacity.
Okay, my name is Frank
Frank
Gibilio.
Shabilia.
Right.
All right. Italian? Is that Italian?
Yeah, well,
Cool.
it's supposed to be. I don't look Italian.
All right. Appreciate that.
Sure.
All right.
But, you know, partner, look. Can I shake your hand here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. There you go. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm trying to help you out. And I really, if it was up to us, we'd love for you to bring that in.
Here's the thing. I think that you guys are not trying to give me a hard time. I really believe that. I really believe that you don't want to give me a hard time, that you want to assist me. But I also believe that you want to keep your job and that you're afraid of the judge, that if you violate his order, that you'll lose your job. Unfortunately, you might lose your job anyway because the judge's order is unconstitutional. It's against federal law, but it has an exemption about medical things. So he may be off the hook because he has an exemption in there, and you guys are not getting clarification.
Well,
he may be off the hook, but it may just be on you guys that are denying me access.
Hold on
So
a
I
second.
do not want to take it that way. I want us to have an understanding. I want you to get educated. I want it to be. If I'm wrong, please educate me.
Hold on just
right?
a second.
Yeah. Help. Help. Okay, guys, Blind Justice coming at you live in the streets of Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm at the Guilford County Courthouse. I need some help. They're denying access. They actually threatened violence. I left barely before they were gonna put handcuffs on me, and yeah, they're refusing access. They first refused to give me the judge's order. Then after some persistence, saying no, you guys are required to provide the order if asked. They finally, the guy got it, and I asked them to review that to verify there's a medical exemption, and so they reviewed it. They didn't read specifically anything out loud to me about the medical exemption, even though I know it's there. So they didn't read that out loud, so you guys can hear it. But if you guys can call here at the Guilford County Courthouse and I don't know, try to get some help. And
I just talked to my boss, and what we're going to do, because we do, you know, we refer some of these things to our legal department, the county.
Yeah.
So he's getting up with legal right now.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Okay, I appreciate that.
And he's going to give us a call back, and here in just a minute or two.
Well, I was trying to help.
Can you?
Yeah,
wait
I'll wait around. Yeah. I was trying to help you guys out because I don't want to sue anybody. I want to make sure everybody has equal access and that we all have an understanding. And if I'm wrong, I'd gladly admit I'm wrong. You know.
Well, you know, I do know that we let folks that have heart monitors.
Right. Some people regulate their insulin with their phone.
Oh yeah.
Some people have. Some people have.
What's with the GoPro though?
This is my backup, right? So there's a few times where I was trying to help Mr. Geldner, getting him the numbers for the Americans with Disabilities Act coordinator.
Hold on, just a second. Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
I came here for the fingerprints.
Yeah. You don't have a cell phone or anything on you, do you?
I have cell phone.
If you have a cell phone, I'm sorry you can't bring it in.
Okay.
Or any other kind of recording device.
Okay.
Do you have a quarter? You can lock it up in one of these lock boxes here for a quarter.
Okay. Yeah, we have quarters. Yes. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, just make sure you follow the instructions there on the black sign on top of the boxes.
Okay. Got it.
Okay? Yeah, like I said, I do
Hey,
know...
I'm doing something right now, I'm sorry. I don't know if I... All right, Frank, I'm sorry, what's up?
Oh, yeah, like I said, I know that we let folks in that have, the heart monitor on their phone.
Right.
We do that.
It sounds like there's a lack of understanding, like they are questioning my disability or something, that maybe that's it. You don't understand. You don't have to understand it. That's why I was asking for you have two coordinators for the county.
This is the very first time.
Yeah, and it's fine.
We've encountered this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I think all of us are waiting to see what the.
Yeah. Well, you understand, like your legal department hopefully will tell you that you don't have qualified immunity if there's an ADA complaint, right? If it turns out that my complaint is valid, right, and it gets investigated, and you guys violated my rights because of my disability and my assistive devices, qualified immunity, the legal department won't help you. Like the county will not pay for your bills, right?
Well, yeah, they will. We're county employees.
No, they won't. They won't cover the legal expenses. That's what qualified immunity is. Yeah.
Hold on. Folks,
just in case.
I think.
Yeah, they're not going to allow that in, partner, because it's metal. It's metal, and it's going to be too long. So you can lock it up if you want to. It's up to you. Why don't you know what? It would be better if you did that where it wasn't in view of the front desk right there. As soon as you walk in, maybe behind the.
I mean, I could leave it there. They come back and get it.
Yeah, but they may come out and get it. Yeah. Here, man. Yo. Just lock it up.
We need a quarter to put in.
Yeah.
Hey,
oh,
we can.
man.
We
And
help
if
out.
anybody's got anything else, you can put it in the same box.
What can you not bring? Metal? Can you?
Well, depends what kind of metal. Yeah, cell phone. Can't bring that in.
You gotta put your phone in.
Your
yeah.
phone in there, your keys.
She's over there.
I don't know if I'm still alive, guys. I'm trying to figure it out.
She's right there.
Hey, why don't you guys give me a hand? Will you look at this for me? Tell me if this thing is still going.
I think I got some stuff in there.
No.
Hold on. All right.
Okay, yeah, it's still going.
We're still streaming.
Yep.
All right. Say
live.
hi to YouTube, man.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
Hey, go subscribe to No Joke TV. NOJOKE TV.
All right. Here, let me get you guys some cards. They're not letting me in because I'm blind, and I use these things to help me get through things. And so you guys can check us out. And
Sierra.
you want one?
Sierra.
You don't have to take it if you don't. That's cool. All right, appreciate it, man. Thanks for checking that for me.
No problem. Are we good? You want to put it in there?
You know, let them make that decision.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I was asking for. I was asking for clarification.
That's why they get paid big money.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, if you didn't know there was a medical exemption in the thing, that's cool. You learned something, right?
Well, we do know there's a medical exception.
Okay.
But whenever we're faced with something we've never come across before,
Yeah.
we just can't say, well, that's got to be the same thing. You know,
Right.
we've
That's
gotta check
that's
it
why I
out, and
provided
we've gotta
Geldner with the
understand
two. You guys have two people that for the county court. There's two names and numbers I gave him. I think Dixon was one, and I forget the other one, Tiffany something or other.
But he said that he called the DA's office and they've never heard of those.
That's
folks.
right. It's not the DA. When I'm saying ADA, I'm not saying Assistant District Attorney. I'm saying Americans with Disabilities Act. So
Okay.
right. That's through the administrative side. You need to call the administrators at the county level and say, I need to talk to the ADA coordinator, the Americans with Disabilities Act coordinator.
That's what my boss did.
Right.
And he's on his way up here right now.
Okay. So you should have those two names. There's a primary and there's a backup.
Right.
Assumingly, if one's on leave, the other one is covering. So there should be somebody working at all time that can handle it. That's why I came here. I thought this was the county seat. I thought I would be able to talk to them if I ran into a problem.
Do you have a way to get in touch with these people that you're familiar with?
Who?
The two names you just gave out.
The numbers, yeah.
All right, how about calling them and have them fax that information over to us?
Why wouldn't you guys call them?
Well, I'm just asking. It'll speed things up. You could call your people.
Yeah.
This is my boss.
Okay, hi.
You see me?
Oh, no.
Where we're at.
Well,
is
he
I was
can't
asking
see,
him to
so
call
he can't,
us-
if you put your hand on
I was asking him to call the two names that he's repeatedly gave to us and have them fax that information over to the courthouse here so we could be aware of what he's trying to tell us
Yeah.
from the American Disability Association.
Right. So no. You have two people on staff at the county courthouse. One's Miss Dixon and one is Tiffany. I gave him to Geldner. He's got the names. Or Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah.
That they are the Americans with Disabilities Act coordinator for the courthouse. So if there's a discrepancy at security, that's why I asked for the ADA coordinator, and nobody knew what I was talking about. So then I found on my phone, I had to dig it up and provide those names so that they would try to get a hold of them and help clarify what's going on. I'm trying to get into the clerk's office to do records requests. I use recording devices for note taking. I have bad memory. I can't see to take physical notes. And I use my phone for navigation.
Okay.
So
here's where we're at.
Yeah.
And you're recording now, right?
yes. Well, I hope so. I don't know. I can't see to tell if I am. I hope I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
this one might be live to the internet. I hope.
All right. So you won't be permitted to bring your equipment into the building. As a reasonable accommodation for you. I'm sorry?
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah.
As a reasonable accommodation for you, if you want to you can secure your equipment, and we can have someone guide you to where you want to go.
Okay. What about taking notes?
You can write handwritten notes if you want. That's not a problem.
I don't have a way of.
Bring the equipment
I don't
in.
have a way of taking handwritten notes and even reading my own handwritten notes. So
Then
that doesn't help me.
You can have somebody to do that if you want.
Okay. The 80.
We'll guide you down. What I'm
Yeah.
saying, sir, I think I'm pretty much done. But what I'm saying is you will not be allowed to bring your equipment in.
Okay.
Into the courthouse.
All right.
As a reasonable accommodation, we can after you secure your devices that are not allowed in the courthouse, you can go ahead downstairs. And we will accompany you down there.
That's okay. What's your name, sir?
Jeff Fowler.
Jeff Fowler. All right. And you're with who?
I'm the director of security for the county.
Director of security. Okay. Right. So what I think it was this gentleman on my left. What I told him, because he said the same thing, is that one, that's not a reasonable accommodation because I can't access those notes.
Okay, but I won't go into that with you. Okay.
But
I'm not an attorney.
Right.
I've been
That's why you have a
advised-
coordinator. So they can help this. You guys don't get to set the precedent for what is a reasonable accommodation. You understand that? That's how the law would work. So you guys don't get to set that. You can offer something and we can communicate. And I say, well, that actually doesn't work for me. That isn't reasonable and it doesn't accommodate me. Right?
Okay.
And I've communicated that. So you're failing to actually provide me with a reasonable accommodation. I have my own reasonable accommodation here. Right? I can take notes with what I have here, right? And you guys are denying me service because of my assistive devices.
That is correct. And
Okay.
To reiterate, you cannot bring the equipment into the building.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So you heard it, guys. That was correct.
Yeah, it's downstairs.
There should be a link to the live video in the center of the right half of this screen.